NASA leader yesterday said he is not afraid to be sworn in despite repeated warning that this would amount to treason. Plans are underway to swear in Raila and his running mate in the August elections, Kalonzo Musyoka, on January 30. Raila said he will be sworn in only after the assumption of office team planning the event is ready. It is not only carrying the Bible and saying "I swear," we want to make a sure event, Raila said. We want this swearing-in process to be inclusive of all Kenyan, that's why we are discussing before we go ahead. Raila added. On January 30, I will be sworn in, and this time it's a real deal, and anyone saying it's treason, let him come and arrest us, Raila said. Raila and other leaders took swipe at the Jubilee government for harassing their supporters during and after the presidential elections. Raila alleged that the government has killed over 300 people after the August 8 election. Raila called for the constitutional reforms on sections that area still controversial in the 2010 constitution. NASA has been pushing for electoral justice after the August 8 election. We told you we won't come back to you after the election and promised to deal them from higher top, Raila said. Raila highlighted on how the Jubilee administration harassed the coalition by deporting some of their foreign experts and vandalizing their tallying center. They thought we didn't have backup, but we had our servers in the cloud that helped us win the first petition, Raila said. Raila said the repeat election was not legit and that why they withdrew. Raila said the Wafula Chebukati-led EBC was been controlled by the Jubilee government. Chebukati himself 5 days before October 26 said he was not ready and could not guarantee a fair process, Raila said. Raila was speaking in Kakamega on Sunday. Raila meet with leaders from Western region at Kakamega Golf Hotel before holding rallies around the town to drum up support for his swearing-in on January 30. Kalonzo Musyoka, who has been out of the country, attended the rally and said he was still strong in the coalition. This serious business that we are involved in and we won't give up easily, Kalonzo said. The leaders took swipe at the foreign governments that rubber-stamped the election that was flouted. We have a meaningless democracy and we tell foreign governments to respect our decision, Kalonzo said. The leaders called for their supporters to remain calm and avoid any violence. We won't destroy our nation, let them be the one to take the blame. What we need is self-purification, Kalonzo said. The leaders resolved that the Western region will not recognize the Uhuru Kenyatta presidency. Raila was accompanied by co-principals ANC party leader Musalia Mudavadi, Ford Kenya's Moses Wetangula, governors, and a couple of members of National Assembly and Senate. Mudavadi said Kenyan were bitter because their rights to vote democratically was stolen. Mudavadi said their movement was to make sure that the future elections will be fair and free of manipulation. Mudavadi decried the Uhuru regime for using excessive force and killing some of their supporters. We will be taking the police who murdered innocent Kenyans to court for justice to prevail, Mudavadi said. Wetangula on whose side said they wanted to make the country a better place through the leadership of Raila Odinga. Wetangula said they won the August 8 election but the results were manipulated to favor Jubilee Party. We can't keep on seeing a nation that stands on a lie in each of the government policy, Wetangula said. The leaders said their call for electoral reforms was still on and they won't retreat. Our vehicle to Canaan is on course and we shall reach our destination soon, Wetangula said. Wetangula took swipe at Jubilee government for their divisive politics. Kakamega Senator Cleophas Malala said all elected leaders under NASA coalition will sign an affidavit to recognize Raila as the President of the Republic. He said the move will make sure that every MP in the coalition supports their agenda. Any MP who won't sign the affidavit will be seen as a traitor and a Jubilee mole, Malala said. NASA strategist David Ndiaye highlighted the political injustice that has been around through since the independence and targeted people from Western Kenya. Ndiaye said that the current regime forced itself in through electoral injustice. Leaders present challenged Raila to man up and take the oath to presidency. We come here for one reason, Bubba, stop wasting our time and let us swear you in right now, said George Kaniarai, Vihiga senator. George Kinnear, I don't recognize Uhuru Kenyatta as my president, and we have to start paying our taxes to Raila Odinga's government, Kinnear said. Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, who was the host, said the initial plan of the meeting was to swear in Raila Odinga as the president. Oparanya said the residents of Western Region have been neglected by the previous regimes and only Raila could save them. The coalition said the formation of the People Assembly to focus on 5 agendas including electoral justice, judicial independence, police service reforms, restructuring and strengthening devolution, restructuring of the executive,